everyone. Thank you so much for coming back again into our channel. I'm so happy to have you back, and I'm so happy that many people are coming here to watch those episodes. I'm so happy. Thank you so much. Today we are here at Wallace, Louisiana, a couple minutes away from New Orleans, here in Louisiana at Whitney Plantation. We are here because today is a special day. First of all, this is the beginning of Black History Month, and today was a special day here at the Whitney Plantation because it was a ground blessing ceremony. It's a ceremony where priests comes from all over the places to pray for this land, to pray for this place as a remembrance of people who lived here, worked here, and died here. I'm so happy to have you. We're gonna have a good time today. And right behind me, as y'all can see, this cage right here, it looks like a container, like a shipping container, but it's not a shipping container. It used to be a jail. This is this is how the jail used to be for people who were trying to be rebellious in any kind of way. They would bring them here, and they would close these gates. It's so hot in there, but yeah, this is what they used to go through. Thank you so much for coming here. Let's go ahead and start our journey today, and let's take this time to think and to remember and to celebrate Black history. Thank you so much. Let's go ahead. It was used in Gonzales, Louisiana. So this is a similar design to the slave jail. Okay, already. So this is it right here. This is a jail where they used to keep slaves. It's metallic all over. Nowhere to breathe in here. This is it. So if somebody did anything that didn't make the owner happy, they will get him and bring him in here. It looks like a shipping container, but it is not. It's actually a jail. This is it right here. And if you look right on the other side, right there, this is the big house right there. That's the orange house. Let's try to get closer to it. I don't know if they're gonna let us in. I've been here a couple times. I've never been able to get in. Hopefully today I will, because today is a big ceremony here. It's a ground blessing. A ground blessing ceremony is a ceremony where they come to bless the ground in remembrance of kids and wives and everybody who died up on here. And you have so many priests from everywhere here, so hopefully we're gonna be able to get in. That's in French, the overseer's house. Erskine Weber, the overseer between 1850 and 1867, lived in this house. His sister-in-law owned the plantation. Sugar plantations used gang labor, and overseers ensured efficiency, often by brutal force. Erskine enslaved 7 people who served as domestic for his family: Rosalie, Celestine, Rosette, Mary Selena, Rosa Mary, Fideli, and Augustine. So this right here, this is the house of the overseer. But it seems like it's closed. Seems like we're not gonna be able to get in. But yeah, this is it right here. House is closed. Alrighty, let's continue. It's so emotional today. Today's it's just emotional. As I said earlier, I've been here so many times, but today is emotional because I never seen what I'm seeing today. All these people coming here to celebrate. I've never seen it. And this one right here on the left is the kitchen. This is the kitchen. Y'all can see all this stuff right here left behind. This is it right here. This is the kitchen. This is the kitchen. Well, this statue right here is called the Hallelujah statue because when the slaves were freed, the first thing they used to say was Hallelujah as a sign of thanksgiving and a sign of celebration of the freedom. So that's why you have this statue with his hands up like this as a sign of joy and a liberation.
Friends to honor her. So now you're all part of that honoring today as well. So I just want to say thanks to Gwendolyn.
I had the privilege of being a student of hers at Rutgers University. She is so worthy to be praised. She took so much of her time to study the lives of African people, to research the lives of African people, and she herself was not an African woman. And I just really have a lot of respect and honor for her. She was such a kind and beautiful teacher and a kind and beautiful person. So as you move through these walls, I ask that you touch the walls and really reconnect yourself with
Where we're standing all over here has names of over 107,000 slaves that were here in the state of Louisiana. So their names are all over this place, and it's an honor, like it's a remembrance from all over the places, from Africa, from all over the place, from all over the countries in Africa. They have names here around all over. We're gonna go ahead and try to see if we can find any names that will be familiar or anything of the kind. It says Vieux Gabriel, Congo Nation. So Congo Nation is what is today's Democratic Republic of Congo. It was in Central Africa. So this was from where I'm from. You have Marie Joseph, he was a cook. You have another one, Rosette, she was a domestic. And you had Pauline. Here says, my mom had 15 children and none of them had the same pa. Every time she was sold, she would get another man. My mom had one boy by her most. That was my Mrs. brother's child. You see, every time she was sold, she had to take another man. Her had 15 children after she was sold the last time. Oh my God. That's sad. That's sad. And so we came from there. That's the kitchen. This structure is an old timber frame building which was built prior to 1820. It was originally constructed with a Norman roof trusses, but many of its truss supports were removed and its roof propped up with post mills were the most valuable animals on this plantation. Planters used mills for most of the labor on the plantation, including plowing to plant new cane. The Haydel family owned 59 mills in 1860. Originally, there were more barns to house them, but they have been destroyed. So yeah, this was for their mills. This is where they used to keep them, to go cultivate the land and do all kind of work. This one here represents the boats. That's how they use, that's what they use to bring them from the villages to the bigger boat, which brought them here in the United States or anywhere else in the Caribbean. This is it right here. This is a small representation of it. Right. Well, this place where we are walking here, people used to live here even after the Civil War because the landowners were so effective at keeping people on their property through debt-driven labor that when the Whitney Plantation finally closed in 1975, 4 of the 6 people living in this cabin right here where we are right now and working here on the field, in the field here in the Whitney Plantation, they were direct descendants of enslaved people from early years. They stayed here, they lived here, and worked here after so many years after the abolition of the slavery here in the U.S. So this place is so special because it has so much history and so much feelings, so much memories. Whenever you have time, swing by here and check it out. And thank you so much for watching this. Go ahead and subscribe and share so that people can see. Like in any other plantation we've been to, this is their little garden. You can see here they used to cultivate peanut, tobacco, and some other stuff. This is it right here. This is the little garden. It's a little representation of their garden, how we used to live over here. And those testers here were used for the sugar, because this plantation used to be a sugar cane plantation. Okay, there's another slave quarter right here. It's falling apart. I don't know if y'all can see. Let me see if I can get closer to it. But everything is already falling apart, so we might not be able to get in. But yeah. Yeah, this is it right here. But it's already falling apart, so we cannot get any further. We cannot get any further. So these statues right here represents the kids who were born, raised, and died here in these plantations. And man, this place just feels a little different.
The Field of Angels is our memorial to mothers and children. And I've asked this question like I do for any of our student groups who come and see us on a daily basis, is how often do we see monuments and memorials to Black mothers and children? Specifically for historic preservation and monuments and memorials. And so at this particular memorial, we have the opportunity to honor just a few of the children, countless children whose lives were lost under the system of slavery. In this particular area, we have the names of 2,200 children who were lost to disease, death, childhood illness, and of course the hardship of the system in which they were born into here in Louisiana, all along the walls here. You'll notice that we do a lot of naming of people in our memorials around here. And that's purposeful because names equal power. And in order to show proper respect to folks, whenever we know a name, it's in order to say their name. I'm sure y'all have heard that term, say their name. Say her name, say his name, say my name.
But she comes to dry our tears. Because like children, we have to learn how to laugh again. Even when we get old. So thank you for being a light. May you live and laugh and joke and have a good time on the other side continually. May you remind us of the same. May you never be forgotten. May our children be blessed. May they live to be old people. And may we be given the same gift in return. Bring your treats.
In the year 1811, the largest revolt happened here in the South. 500 slaves rose up and they made a lot of damages and they killed 2 white men. They were beheaded and put on the pole. That's why we have this memorial right here in their remembrance. This statue right here is called Returning the Chains. It's just a little representation of an enslaved person giving back the chains that once binded him. They call it Returning the Chains statue. Well, this is the big house. This is where the owner of the plantation was living, right here inside his big house. So I'm not gonna say anything, but we've been on the slave quarters. Y'all saw how the slave quarters look like, and this is how the big house looks like. So happy Black History Month.